Well, welcome everybody. I want to welcome you to our drama play of an unproduced script by Lester Dent, the creator of Doc Savage. It was originally made for the 1934 pilot, which was discarded, and I just took a look at it and went, we can do something with this. So, right now we do have a video enhancement with this, but my suggestion is close your eyes, let the theater of the mind just take over, and just enjoy radio like it was always meant to be. Just basically listen. Before we get going, I want to dedicate this performance to my grandfather, Charles M. Brown. He was the one who introduced me to old-time radio, and he passed away back in the 1990s. And I miss him terribly. He introduced me to Spike Jones and his wacky wacketeers, and to the golden age of radio. And for that, I'll always be grateful. So, Grandpa, this one's for you. I have never been more proud to say these words. WCRS is on the air! From the Walt Broadcast Building in the heart of Columbus, Indiana, it's WCRS, returning you now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From the man-made canyons of New York City, to the furthest uncharted reaches of our globe, there it is, the call to danger for Doc Savage, the man of bronze. Kellogg's Pep, P-E-P, Pep, from Kellogg's of Battle Creek, the greatest name in cereals, presents the thrilling adventures of Doc Savage. Born and raised by his father to be a protean genius of mind and body, Dr. Clark Savage Jr. has dedicated his life and fortune to traveling the globe, exploring strange new lands, righting wrongs, and protecting the innocent. Along with him are his lifelong friends, Monk, Ham, Long Tom, Renny, and Johnny, each an unqualified expert in the fields of chemistry, law, electricity, engineering, and archaeology. And yet all bow to the superior skill of their golden-eyed leader, Doc Savage, the man of bronze. Chapter 1, The Red Death. The year is 1934. Tonight, in Doc's sumptuously furnished apartment on the 86th floor of a famous New York landmark, 3 of the Brotherhood of Bronze have gathered. Monk Mayfair, the ape-like chemist, the debonair lawyer Ham Brooks, and the big-fisted engineer Renny Renwick. A shadowy pall is cast over the room as they await the arrival of Doc Savage. Listen.
You sure you got the right time, Shyster?
Certainly. Doc said for us to meet him here at midnight.
Then we ain't got too long to wait.
How'd Doc look, Renny? How'd he take the news of his father's death?
It's rare when I see Doc show even a hint of emotion, but you could tell it really took him down.
Yes, he and his father were very close.
Doc Savage Sr. was a remarkable man.
And now his son must carry on that legacy.
Are you kidding? After all we went through together in the World War, and everything we've done together since then, Doc's more than up to the task, and I'll be right there beside him all the way.
As will I.
You just try keeping me out of that kind of scrap.
Hey, where are Long Tom and Johnny?
They'll be around later.
I think they're tuning up Doc's airplane at the Long Island airport.
Hey, you hear that? It's Doc's signal. Here he comes.
Hello, my brothers.
Hey, Doc.
How you doing?
Hi, Doc.
Doc, yes, I know him. Your father's deaf. I'm so sorry. Thanks. I wish I could have been here.
We tried every way we could to contact you.
It was kind of like you fell off the face of the earth.
I was up in the Arctic regions. Oh, at your Fortress of Solitude study. No wonder we couldn't get you. Yes. Was there anything strange about my father's death? Yes, some very strange things. What exactly did the doctors say caused father's death?
Well, they don't know. It's a new one on them.
What do you mean, Renny?
Your father broke out with a weird circular red patches on his neck. 2 days later, he was dead.
Well, you're the chemist in this outfit, Monk. What did you find?
Well, I made all kinds of tests for poison and germs, but I didn't find a thing.
Well, as a lawyer, what do you think, Ham? Well, legally, we have no facts upon which to have suspicions. But we're suspicious anyway. Oh, by the way, Doc, what happened to your safe? I found it broken into when I stopped by earlier.
It kind of looks like an explosive was used to tear the lock off the door. What flubberdubs me is, who broke into it and why?
They wanted something my father had in the safe. Could it have any connection to your father's death? It could and has. See here? The safe's been rifled. Anything missing, Doc? Yes, a packet of old papers. They were my father's. He never told me what they were.
Any clue what they were about?
Yes, this note.
What does it say?
It refers to a heritage my father left to me.
A heritage? What is it, Doc?
I don't know. The portion which would have given me that information was burned off. The remaining part of the explanation reads as follows. Some 20 years ago, in company with Hubert Robertson, I went on an expedition to El Dogo in Central America to investigate the report of a prehistoric... that's all. The rest of the paper is a burned edge. Well, then we have to get hold of Hubert Robertson at once. Don't bother with the phone, Ham. You won't get him. Why not? Hubert Robertson is dead. He died with red marks on his neck, exactly like my father, and at the same time.
Well, that knocks out any chance of finding out what this heritage is.
Not entirely. This violet ray machine I rigged up here may help us.
Well, you pointed at the window, Doc.
Quite right, Monk. That window is the place where my father and I used to leave secret messages for one another. I think he knew he was dying and left a message for me.
Well, what do you know about that? What did you write with?
A special ink, invisible to the naked eye, but not to the violet rays.
One of your inventions, Doc?
Very simple, Monk. Now, keep your eyes on that window, boys. I'm going to put out these lights. Now that it's dark, I'll turn the violet ray on. Let's see what happens.
Well, I'll be. Look at them words up here.
Luminous writing on the window.
What does it say? Something important, I'll bet.
It does. Just a moment. Let me adjust the ray and we can read it even further. There we go. Should be working. Yes. Hit the deck! Someone picked a shot at us, Doc. Who got it? No one. Light fly on the floor, all of you. That was the ordinary rifle bullet from the sound of it. Another one. Stay down. Where there's two, there's three.
Holy cow, you called that one right.
Someone's at the window.
Keep your shirt on, Mom. Pulling down the shade. Now, into the next room. All of you, quick! What's going on, Doc? Someone just left this room. He's pussyfooting down the hall to the office door. Let's give him a welcome he won't forget. Now, quiet. Don't move until I say something. One of you, turn on the lights. He's back at the door. Tonight, death strikes! It is the wheel of a feathered serpent!
Come here, you.
Let me get my fist in there.
Wait! I've got my sword cane! I can anesthetize it! Lights!
Wow. How'd you get him, Doc? I couldn't even hear him.
He was after that paper. Take him, Monk.
Sure. I'll pull his ears off and feed him to him if he don't come clean.
Too late for that, Monk. Look at him.
Hey, he's dead.
Holy cow.
Yes, he knew he was trapped and used this knife as soon as my hand touched him. What a knife!
Well, I've never seen one like this before.
It looks like he got some good use out of it.
Yes, he knew he'd be made to talk. Notice the tips of his fingers, dyed a deep red. It might surprise you to know that this man is a Mayan.
Isn't that a long-lost civilization, Doc? Red fingers and all?
And red death marks on my father's neck. What's that on the floor, Monk?
Red envelope.
Give it to me. It's a warning. Listen to this. Doc Savage, turn back your quest lest the red death strike you as it did your father. Signed, the Feathered Serpent.
Holy cow. I bet this fellow knew something about what your father was leaving you.
No doubt. But we'll all know in a few minutes. What do you mean? The writing on the window gave me a clue I've been looking for.
Gosh, I didn't have time to read it before that shot smashed the window pane.
Neither did I.
What's it say, Doc?
It read, look for red papers behind red brick, and well, there was more, but the fellow's quick gunshot prevented our reading it.
Worse luck. What red brick?
Yeah, there's your needle in a haystack.
Maybe not. Bring the violet ray into the next room, Monk. Come on, fellas.
Well, what's this room, Doc?
Private laboratory where my father and I work together.
Holy cow, what a place.
What a lot of red bricks. The floor is paved with them.
You think that message referred to one of those bricks?
I'm positive it did, Renny.
Well, Shyster, roll up those Park Avenue sleeves and grab a hammer, because this is going to be a pain in the...
Yes, but there is an easier and quicker way to find the right brick than to rip up the floor.
How?
I'll show you. Turn off the lights.
Well, what do you know?
There we are, boys. With all due respect to one of my teachers, Dr. Jones, under the violet light, X really does mark the spot. I'll put my finger on it, then you can switch the lights back on. Okay? Do it.
Let me take it out for you, Doc. I can't budge it. That's there to stay.
Just a moment, Monk. There. There it is.
How'd you do that?
Touch this little spring. See? At the corner of the brick. That released it.
Oh, I didn't see that at all.
What is it, Doc? What's behind the brick? Anything?
A packet of papers. About the inheritance? Yes. Printed in Spanish. They're a concession from the government of Hidalgo, giving me several hundred square miles of land designated as the Valley of the Vanished. This, brothers, is what the Mayan was after when he inflicted the Red Death on my father.
Well, that's why they blew up your safe, too.
And tried to assassinate you so you couldn't lay claim on the Hidalgo property.
Must be awful valuable.
Yeah, the natives here, like our red-fingered friend, must want to hold on to it.
Yes, the answer is mystery lies in Hidalgo. I think the course is clear.
Well, I got my toothbrush packed, so what are we waiting for?
Right, we're off for the airport! Hello, Johnny. Long Tom?
Greetings, Doc.
Yeah. Is the plane ready?
It's splendiferous condition. Yeah, he means it's ready.
Got your electrical equipment together, Long Tom?
Packed and ready to go.
Yours is the chemical department, Monk.
Okay, I got my portable laboratory. Believe it or not, it's all in these suitcases.
Johnny, you ready to do a little archaeology?
Doc, you just said the prestigious idiom.
Enough with the mile-long words, Professor Littlejohn. Let's just get this show on the road.
Well, we're on our way to find out what this business is all about.
You bet, Doc, and we're with you.
And I hope there'll be a good scrap. I'm making for a good scrap.
You'll probably get your wish, Monk. Brothers, before we go, I think we need to remind ourselves of the oath we took when we escaped Camp Loki during the war.
Well, sure, Doc. Go ahead.
Let me strive every moment of our lives to make ourselves better and better, to the best of our abilities, that all may profit by it. Let us think of the right and lend our assistance to all those who may need it, with no regard for anything but justice. Let us take what comes with a smile, without loss of courage. Let us be considerate of our country, of our fellow citizens, and our associates in everything we say and do. Let us do right to all, and wrong no man. So say we all. Well, which way do we go, Doc? Across the Gulf of Mexico, then south along the coast of Central America. Fire it up, Renny!
Holy cow, El Doggo, here we come.
That was some flight.
It feels great to be on the ground again.
What's that noise?
It sounds like we have a reception committee on the way.
What, how do you know?
I saw them in the dense foliage as we came down.
Well, I hope they'll be hospitable.
Hey, that noise don't sound too friendly to me.
For once, the throwback and I are in agreement. Sounds like a native funeral dirge, and it's getting closer.
Are you sure this is the right part of El Doggo, Doc?
Rennie's our navigator. What do you say?
Latitude and longitude dead on.
Brothers, look! What? Don't get excited. To your right and the foliage.
Hands.
Red-tipped fingers. You can see them from here.
Yeah, we're in the right place, all right. Holy cow.
Well, for a lost civilization, they seem to have made quite the comeback.
They don't seem to like our looks.
Well, that's because they keep staring at your ugly mug cheetah.
Can it, you overdressed Tarzan? I'm gonna meet him with a pair of big trank guns in each hand.
Wait, Monk, we don't want to start anything.
Oh, for the love of comedy. Look at that guy out front with the serpent costume, mask, feathers, and everything. What a rig.
I think we're about to meet the Feathered Serpent. It looks like he's stirring up trouble, if you ask me. Yes. They have some guns! Doc, brothers, get behind the trees before they open fire!
Doc, come back. You're not gonna tackle that whole bunch right barehanded.
Don't worry about me. Look, that Feathered Waltz is attacking Doc.
Holy cow. That was a mistake. Look at Doc pick him up and lift him over his head.
Yahoo! He hurled that big creature into all those little creeks like a round of tin pins. Pull it on, Doc.
What's Doc taking out of his shirt?
It's that Mayan knife the assassin killed himself with back in Doc's office.
They got their eyes on him.
They lowered their weapons. They see that knife in his upraised hand.
The knife seems to have some tribal significance. It's a charm.
I'll be super amalgamated. Their Feathered Serpent leader has turned tail and run. Look at him accelerate.
Brothers, come! We're going to hunt up the chief of these Mayans!
I am King Chaac of the Mayans, and I bid you welcome, Clark Savage Jr.
It surprises me very much you know me, King Chaac.
I can dispel your curiosity. Your father was a very good friend to me. He saved my life 20 years ago and taught me your language. I have been expecting you.
You knew I was coming.
Indeed, you come in search of the inheritance your father left you. I know of his death, and am much grieved over it.
Can you tell me just where the land is located?
The very land we are standing on is a part of it.
So this is it.
By right of inheritance, it is yours. But you cannot gain possession of it without trouble from the tribe of the Feathered Serpent. There is gold here, a great deal of it. With their evil leader, they intend to seize it for themselves to finance a revolution against me.
So, that's the reason they were so eager to prevent my coming here.
Have you already encountered them?
You can say that again.
Say,
Say, where's the gold? I don't see any.
That will be shown to you within 30 days.
30 days. May we know the reason for the wait, King Chaac?
That I do not care to disclose. In the meantime, your friends will be shown the quarters that will be your home until you can go into the Golden Pyramid.
Oh, Father, I just learned that a huge bronze man with golden eyes has just flown into a dodo.
Yes, my daughter. Dr. Savage is here with his friends.
Oh.
Take your hat off in front of a lady, shyster.
Take your face off in front of a lady, Kong. Oh, that doesn't quite work, does it? Shut up.
This is my daughter, Princess Monya.
Oh, Princess, how nice to meet you.
It's very lovely to have you gentlemen as our guests. Dr. Savage, may I show you some of the sights here in Hidalgo?
Why, thank you, Princess. I'd be most honored.
Come with me.
Uh-oh, looks to me we're getting into a new kind of trouble.
Leave it to Doc. I have yet to see the woman who can get her clutches on him.
Yeah, one look into those golden eyes of his, and it's the 4th of July.
Too bad the kid's in for a letdown.
What does that mean? It is the warriors of the Feathered Serpent. They are doing the dance of the Red Death.
What kind of dance is that?
It means the Red Death is soon to strike my people. It always means that.
Holy cow. That's what killed Doc's father. Those natives have started firing.
Where is Doc?
Yes, where is Doc Savage? Will he get his inheritance of the golden Hidalgo, or has the native gunfire and the Red Death claimed his life and that of Princess Monya? Can the Brotherhood of Bronze hold their own against the Feathered Serpent's army without the aid of their bronze-skinned leader? Stay tuned for the conclusion of tonight's thrilling adventure right after a word from our sponsor. You know, yesterday I was driving through my neighborhood when the kids came running up to me to show me their terrific comic book buttons that they've been collecting from each box of Kellogg's Pep cereal. Big, colorful buttons featuring your favorite comic strip and comic book characters. Why, here's one with lovable little orphan Annie. And here's one with everybody's favorite prankster Henry. Trusty old Flash Gordon. Dick Tracy. And even Vitamin Flint hearts on hand. And hey, here's an up-and-comer new to all of us named Superman. We have a feeling he's going to be around for a while. But besides the great buttons, you get the delicious whole wheat energy that comes to you in each box of Kellogg's Pep. And when you get the fortified vitamins and iron with each bowl of Pep, you know that's got to make Mom feel pretty darn good. But don't just take my word for it. Why, even our good friend Michael loves a heaping bowl of Kellogg's Pep each morning. Right, Mike?
Oh, you bet, Mark. It's great.
So go ahead and try some, Mike.
Now?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, man, this stuff is nasty.
What was that?
Well, I mean,
This stuff is tasty.
And there you have it, kids. Proof positive that Kellogg's Pep is the brand enjoyed by both kids and Wookiees.
yeah, more like crap.
So be sure to tell Mom to stock up on several boxes of Kellogg's Pep today. That's Pep, P-E-P, Pep, from Kellogg's of Battle Creek. And now, back to the adventures of Doc Savage. Chapter 2, The Golden Legacy. When young Doc Savage learned of his father's falling victim to the mysterious Red Death, he also discovered documents indicating a fabulous inheritance in the Central American Republic of Hidalgo. Along with his 5 scrappy companions, Doc flew to the location known as the Valley of the Vanished to find many enemies among a splinter group of Mayan natives who followed the evil Feathered Serpent. Before Doc can lay any claim to the inheritance, he must remain in Hidalgo for 30 days as guest of the friendly King Chaac and his lovely daughter, Princess Monya. Listen. Which way did Doc and that princess go?
Don't get excited. Doc can take care of himself.
Even Doc can't outrun a bullet.
Holy cow, did you hear that?
It's the natives around here. They're doing the dance of the Red Death.
Yeah, it's spreading through the city. People are dropping off by the dozens.
It's Doc. He's coming back.
The princess isn't with him.
What's that crate he's carrying?
Well, brothers, we're in for it now. We've got to save the friendly element of the natives around here, King Chaac.
And the beautiful princess, eh, Doc?
Yes, Mom, the princess. I got her back to King Chaac just as the uprising began.
The first thing to do is find out what's causing this epidemic. Find the source of the germ.
I suggest the water supply. I've been studying the lay of the land here. By some mysterious means, the whole water supply for all these people comes out of that pyramid there.
So that's what the Feathered Serpent was doing around there. Ham and I saw him go into the pyramid with a jug full of something. Ham?
Right you are. And he came out empty-handed. Just as I thought. Since the water supply has been poisoned and the natives are dying of the Red Death, the Feathered Serpent wants them to believe we're responsible. They do, and now they want to kill us so we can't take the gold away.
We're in a tight spot. What are we going to do about it, Doc?
Well, first of all, we should prevent needless death among the natives.
How are you going to do that?
While I was with the princess, I was examining one of the victims, something I suspected from the time he left New York. This Red Death is actually a strain of parrot fever.
What do you think about that?
After I secured Princess Monya, I headed back to our plane. I took a supply of this fluid from our medicine supplies. It should cure them.
Say, Doc, look over there in the foliage. See that thing moving?
It's the Feathered Serpent. He's responsible for all this misery.
You can pop him off from here, Doc.
Have his followers down us in a mad rush? No, there has to be a better way. How about your gas bombs, Monk? The knockout ones with no fatal effects.
Oh, I got plenty of them. Pockets full.
They'll at least buy us some time. Keep their ranks low from attempting a full-out assault.
Well, the gas is good for at least a few hours.
And they're superstitious. When they breathe these gas fumes and they drop, the others will think they're dead. We can try to work some hocus pocus and pretend to bring them back to life. Oh, they'll think we know a lot of magic before we finish.
Stand back, guys. Here goes nothing.
That got some of them.
Holy cow, I'll say. Look at them scatter. Here goes the next.
Something strange is going on out there. Looks like that Feathered Serpent is heading off for more men and guns, I suspect.
Hey, Doc, it's Princess and King Chaac and some of their people. They're heading our way.
What are you two doing here? It's not safe.
My daughter insisted on coming here.
There's a place of refuge where we can make a stand. The pyramid. We can hide there.
What do you think, Doc?
Might be our only chance. The hostiles that are still awake will try to rally. The gas bombs will only protect us for so long. So the pyramid is hollow?
Yes.
All right, we'll make a dash for it. Everyone get in the pyramid. Let everyone but the red-fingered warriors in and guard the entrance.
Where are you going, Dr. Strange?
I'm going after the Feathered Serpent. He started all this trouble, and if I don't get him first, he'll get us.
Sure he will. He knows you're the rightful owner of the gold, and he'll stop at nothing to seize it.
Dr. Savage, you will be killed out there. The only safe place is in the pyramid.
Yeah, Doc. You haven't got a chance with that tribe of crazy galoots.
Wait a bit, Doc. Holy cow, look at them. They're panicking over their gas attack. They don't know what to make of their friends who won't wake up.
Looks like our plan might actually be working. Get in the pyramid. Whatever you say, Doc. Stop, or you will all die. Whatever your leader has told you,
You bring Red Death. You take away gold.
you lie. You brought this on your own people. Listen to me, all of you. We can cure this Red Death. Ha 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 ha!
We tie you up.
You're welcome to try. All right, you were warned.
He man of steel. He fight like tiger. I take this to kill him. What he killed us with.
Look, Monk's gas bombs. They must have fallen out of my vest pocket.
Run, all of you! I killed the bronze devil! Look at him! Hold down! Face on the ground! He's dead! No, he did not take gold away. Now he killed and Red Death stopped. It is the will of the Feathered Serpent.
So that's the story. I thought so.
He's not dead! He talks! He's on his feet!
You can't kill me, my friends.
Doc Savage, Miracle Man. I'll not stop him like it stops Warrior.
No, it doesn't. I'm here to tell you something. We didn't bring this red death on you. Your leader, the Feathered Serpent, has brought this on your people. But I will cure you. Now here, take these little bottles. Now here, you take some too. I don't have enough for everyone here, but get these to all the women and children you can find who are sick. Later, come to my encampment, and we will have enough to cure all of you. Swallow every drop that is in the bottles, and you will get well.
How do you know?
I'm a doctor.
I'm your friend. Get that? Now go. Look! Feathered Serpent! He come back with more men and fire guns!
It's Doc.
Roll the stones back and let him in the pyramid, Monk.
Dr. Savage, you're not hurt then?
No, I'm fine, Princess.
How did you not succumb to the gas when they threw the bomb at you?
Just a trick, Princess. I held my breath until the wind blew the fumes away.
We saw through the door, window here in the pyramid. The natives bowed down and thought you were a god.
Yeah, people have a habit of doing that when Doc's around.
Then the Feathered Serpent came back with guns. I don't see how they missed you. Listen to me, all of you. The Serpent is on the job. I couldn't make them all listen to me, and they're going to attack the pyramid. Even with many of his followers unconscious, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. One we may not survive.
Yeah, so who wants to live forever?
I just put some fresh knockout venom on the end of my sword cane. Be ashamed not to use it.
I haven't put these big fists through a door since this business started. Let's see how a few of those Feathered Serpent minions hold up.
I'm in complete agreement. We make our stand here.
Just save a few for me.
Very well. We protect the king and the princess to the last man.
Wait, Dr. Savage. You may have wondered why I said I would delay 30 days before I disclosed to you the location of your inheritance, the gold supply.
That's right.
It was my agreement with your father. I was to satisfy myself that you were a man worthy of the golden legacy he left to you. I put this fabulous wealth to good use.
Now, that wasn't a bad idea.
I should never have doubted. You are truly the son of my good friend. And now, I will show you the gold.
Super amalgamation!
Or at least, my daughter Monya will show you. It all lies in the secret passage leading from this inner chamber of the pyramid.
Can the Feathered Serpent and his men get in here?
There is only one entrance, the one you are guarding now.
Just let them try to come in.
All right, Monk. You stay and guard the door. But be careful. They outnumber us 50 to 1.
Okay, Doc, but I'm out of ammunition.
What?
Bombs and ammunition are all gone, but I can use my fist.
Doc, I'm staying with him. He'll get so punch drunk he'll start hitting himself.
Mind your own beeswax, shyster.
50 to 1, eh? Sounds like they should go back and get more guys. I'll take a piece of that action myself, Doc. I'm staying too.
As will I and my people to honor our newfound friendship. Bless you all, my brothers.
Now, Dr. Savage, you and Mr. Renny and Mr. Johnny follow me, and I will show you the greatest wealth in all the world. Now you can stand straight. I will hold this torch so you can see. Look.
I'll be super amalgamated.
Holy cow.
There, Dr. Savage, is the gold the Feathered Serpent wants to keep for himself.
Couldn't have imagined there was so much gold in the world.
That is the gold you are to spend in doing good throughout the world. That was the understanding with your father.
Well, how are we going to get it out of here? Those natives will never let us take it.
There is no other entrance or exit except that one, through the Golden Pyramid.
We'll have to find a way.
This is the storeroom of the ancient Mayan nation. Legend has it that 40,000 artisans worked for generations, making these golden vases, pitchers, urns, and things you see stored here.
Look at it on the floor in heaps.
Well, all this gold drives and snuffs me deaf, blind, and dumb.
That's the most small words I've ever heard you string together since I first met you, Johnny. Has to be a new record.
So, this is the legacy my father left me.
Yes. Do you wish to go on?
You mean to say there's more of this?
Much more.
Well, lead on, Princess.
Yes, Monya. We must find an outlet. We'll starve if we stay here. The red-fingered men will have the pyramid entrance blocked by now. I hardly concur. Even Ham, Muck, and Long Tom can withstand the front of the assault for only so long. No ammunition.
Yeah, we're in a tough spot.
Actually, not so bad.
What do you mean?
You see this wall here?
Yeah. I'll be super amalgamated. It's sulfur.
Right, Johnny. See over here? Knock a bit off there over the tunnel, above your head. What is it?
Tastes kind of salty. Saltpeter, I would imagine.
So here we are in a cave of gold, sulfur, and saltpeter. All we need is charcoal.
Charcoal? What is that?
Charcoal, Monya, is made from burnt wood. Got any matches, fellas?
Plenty of them.
All right. Start burning up some of these boxes that are scattered around here.
What are you going to do, Doc?
It's basic science, Renny. Sulfur, saltpeter, and charcoal. What do you get?
Gunpowder.
Right you are. Now, Johnny, you get to work on that sulfur deposit. Chip off some of it as quick as you can. Immediately, Doc. Renny, you harvest a supply of saltpeter. Use one of those faucets to dig it out.
You bet, Doc.
We have to blow our way out of this place before we die of starvation and thirst. Monya, you've been a brick.
What?
A wonderful girl. Now, will you do something else for me?
I will do anything you say.
Then return to the heart of the pyramid where the rest of my men and your father are holding friendly neighbors. Tell them to barricade the entrance as best they can, then come back here to this chamber.
I understand.
And one more thing, Monya. Send along a number of those gold vases that you showed me. The thickest, heaviest ones. Say about 50 of them. What are you going to do with the vases, Doc? Going to put the gunpowder we're making in them.
Holy cow. Bombs of gold?
It's the only thing handy. Now, get ready, busy brothers. We have to have that gunpowder all ready when Monya gets back here with those vases. Go ahead, Princess.
I'll hurry.
Well, the Feathered Serpent and his men haven't given up hope, have they? No, they're still wasting bullets on the outside of the pyramid. Buck, you're wounded!
Yeah, took one to the shoulder. I'll be okay. You think I'm bad? You should see the other dozen. Yikes.
He stepped between me and one of those machine gun shows. Probably saved my life.
Ah, you bonky. You dropped that anesthetizing pig stick of yours, and I tripped over it laying on a couple of those red-fingered warriors.
You clumsy simian! You're lucky you didn't get your head blown off. Well, on the other hand, it would have been a vast improvement. Okay, boys, knock it off. Save the love-making for later.
Well, Doc, this takes the cake. Making bombs out of golden vases. But there they are, all ready for you. Now, what's next?
We're going to explode the end of the secret passage. Blow it up and make an opening so we can get out. And when I give the signal, I want every one of you men to throw your bomb at the same time. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doc, you got it, Doc.
A little late there.
All right. I'm getting set to light the fuse. I'll touch it off with this fuse and... There, it's lit. Now, everyone, get back to the back of the chamber. Take cover!
Well, we're out.
And here come the serpent's men. Heave those vases! Now!
Holy cow. I think that put them down.
The ones who are still up and about are flabbergasted. Sure, they don't know how we got out or what happened.
Wait, where's Doc?
There he goes, chasing that crazy feathered serpent.
Look at the natives stand back and let Doc go through.
Sure. They think he's a bronze god now. They know he can do anything he sets out to do.
Look at Doc! See him there on the cliff? He's following the Feathered Serpent!
Oh, Dr. Savage, Doc. Please be careful.
You bronze demon! You would not kill me! I have no intention of killing you, despite what you did to these innocent people on my farm. You're coming back with me to answer to the federales for your crimes. You will never take me. I'll plunge my knife into your heart. Don't be an idiot. It's a sheer drop from the sledge, straight to the bottom of the Valley of the Vanished. Perhaps, but only for you. You fool that got that cliff! Down hurls the Feathered Serpent, bringing an end to his reign of terror and the curse of the Red Death. The next morning, Doc confers with King Chaac. I questioned some of the Feathered Serpent's men. He was actually in exile from your village who knew of the gold. Somehow over the years he was cast out. He managed to build up the arms of manpower he needed to stage this coup against you, to seize the gold. When my father bequeathed me this land and the gold and I became involved, I had to accelerate his plan.
I remember the man. He was filled with rage and greed, threatened the lives of the tribe. But that he would be capable of such evil.
I'm sorry for all this grief that my father's legacy has brought your people, King Chaac. I propose an amendment to Dr. Savage's plans for the gold, that your people will retain a third of the wealth of the Golden Pyramid. We'll use it to build a communication center so that I can contact you if we need more gold transported to the United States. And we'll also set up a hospital, a community center here. Bring your people much needed education and health care. I'm certain Renny and Longtime would jump at the chance to help get that started.
Are you kidding? Holy cow.
I'm chomping at the bit, Doc.
And I think Johnny could spend half his natural life studying the Mayan pyramids and customs of the Valley of the Vanished. Oh, at least half my continuance on the spheroid. That is when Doc doesn't require my services.
Dr. Savage, I haven't the words.
There's no need for them to be twin good friends. I'll have Ham draw up all the legal formalities and we'll go over them when I return in a month or so.
Must you leave, Senor Savage? Doc,
There is someone here who will miss you terribly. Yes, and that's the very reason we need to go.
Hello, Princess. Why so glum?
Mr. Monk, I'm so sad. You're all leaving soon, and Doc will be back in New York. Perhaps in the arms of another girl.
Now you listen, Princess. There won't be any woman in Doc's life. If there was, you'd be the one. Trust me.
I would?
There have been a lot of women who tried to stake a claim on him. I mean, some real pippins. But you're the only one who's come closer than any other girl he ever met. See, the work Doc is doing has made him a lot of enemies. And he cares enough about you not to see you fall into their hands.
I feel almost honored.
Yeah, now, me, on the other hand, I could really learn to love living here in the Central American jungle. Do my experiments, maybe find cures to some hard-to-rub-out epidemics. It'd be great. That is, if I could find the right kind of girl.
Oh, I see.
So, what do you think then?
But what about your wife?
My what?
Your wife and your 18 children.
Hold everything. Where did you hear that from?
Well, I was talking to your friend General Brooks a few moments ago, and he told me about them. He was not very kind. He said they were all half-witted and,
I want to talk with you.
Oh, I see you've been talking with the princess.
You didn't just tell her.
Yes, and that all 18 of them had your ugly mug.
You malignant mouthpiece. I'm gonna rip that Park Avenue Charlie Chaplin suit right off you and feed it to you one shred at a time.
You aboriginal aberration. I'll shove the sword cane right down your gullet.
You bum, you... Oh, man.
You know, it's good to be it's going to be a long flight back to New York, right, Doc?
Well, then I guess it's a good thing I kept hold of one of Monk's gas bombs, just in case.
Yep, a real good singer.
Love them or hate them, they're our version of the Donor Boys.
What would we do without them? This may come as a surprise to you, Johnny, but I hope we never have to find out. Brothers, let's go home. So, Doc and the Brotherhood of Bronze set flight back to New York City to begin the amazing careers that will take them around the globe in search of high adventure.
Father, do you think we'll ever see him again?
I don't know, my daughter. Men like Doc Savage passed this way but once. But the future has yet to be written.
Goodbye, my love. Be safe.
And as for enemies, they won't have long to wait. For even now, in a Soviet gulag in Siberia, a prison break has thrown the entire encampment into a bloody frenzy. Dozens of guards face down in the snow, never to rise again. And at the center of it all, guarded by several of the most brutal prisoners, is a tall, unbelievably serene-looking man, his face almost resembling that of a poet, a face that masked a monster. His name is John Sunlight, and before long, he will be locked in mortal combat with his only peer, the mighty Doc Savage. Be sure to tune in next time on the same station for more action, adventure, and suspense with the Fabulous Five and Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze. Our feature players were Terry O'Connell as Princess Monya and Michael Bryan Walt as Monk Mayfair and Renny. And Mark C. Dooley is darn near everybody else. Doc Savage is a copyright feature by Street and Spec Publications and Doc Savage Magazine. Tonight's presentation was written by Lester Dent with additional dialogue and production by Mark C. Dooley, based on The Man of Bronze by Lester Dent as Kenneth Robeson. And until next time, this is WCRS signing off, wishing you all a pleasant